Hi there, these comments are for HF. I am Michael from OTC Online TOEFL How are you today? Happy Valentine's Day, at least here in the United States it is. And I'm getting ready to listen to your speaking practice test. This is an independent speaking task I'm going to listen to right now. Let me grab some water. Okay, so I have the rubrics here. Let me remind myself, your question here. Okay, explain whether you agree or disagree with the following statement. Children should not be allowed to play video games. Then give specific details in your argument. All right, here we go.
That children should not be allowed. I strongly agree with the idea that children should not be allowed to play video games because these games are aggressive and addictive. To begin with, video games are aggressive. We cannot deny that these games can teach children to become violent because it has extreme scenes like killing people. For instance, recent reports shows that massive shooting at schools are relating to playing video games. Secondly, these games are addictive. Uh, for example, one of the study shows that children who stop playing video games abruptly can develop withdrawal symptoms.
Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the rubrics. I think you had some pacing issues with your delivery, so I think that's going to lower it slightly. Maybe one or two language use problems. And I think with the topic development, maybe you didn't have enough specific details for that second point, right? So let's listen to it one more time. Let's see if I can uncover anything specific.
I strongly agree with the idea that children should not be allowed to play video games because these games are aggressive and addictive.
Okay, so they're aggressive and then they're addictive.
To begin with, video games are aggressive. We cannot deny that these games can teach children to become violent.
So you're taking a little too much time to get to that. We cannot deny that. That doesn't do anything. Just say these games are addictive because they encourage the gamers to display acts of video violence, which may eventually translate into real world violence or something.
Because it has extreme scenes like killing people.
Okay, do you have an example of a game? How about Grand Theft Auto, for example? Do you think that game has too much violence in it? And it could encourage the users of those games to be violent, not just in the game, but maybe in real life?
For instance, recent reports shows that massive shooting at schools are relating to playing video games.
So massive shootings not are relating, I would say are related to. I would use passive voice there. So are related to video games. So that's a language use error you had there. So if you want to study more about it, go to Google. What is the passive voice in English grammar?
Secondly, these games are addictive. Uh, for example, one of the study shows that children who stop playing.
You're having so many pauses in there. It sounds like you're making this information up. Now you can make it up, but don't have all those hesitations in there. Make it sound good.
Video games abruptly can develop withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah, see, I don't think you really developed that second idea. You didn't give enough examples or details to develop that. So I'm going to put you at 22 to 23 points out of 30 on this practice test. All right, so the main thing to help you go into TOEFL Independent Speaking Strategies lesson number 1. It's a master lesson. That is the lesson I'd like you to review right now. Right? That's a good one. It shows you how to develop your ideas. Now, I'm going to refer you to a writing lesson, but Michael, this is speaking, not writing. But this writing lesson will show you how you can really develop an idea with a lot of specificity. So go to the writing part of my course and click where it says it's called Writing the Perfect Paragraph. Right? So I think you need to take a reason, present a detail, but you need to develop that detail a little bit more than what you did. So you need more specificity or more elaboration with your speaking. Now, I got one more idea. Go over to my blog at bettertoeflscores.com. I just wrote a new lesson about this. Right when you go to the page, bettertoeflscores.com, to the right, you'll see a list of different posts. Click where it says lacks TOEFL speaking elaboration. Click on that lesson and read through that. I think that's also a good lesson for you right now.